To make eReserves requested from the library available to your students, you're going to add a box widget to a page in your Canvas course. From here, students will be able to view or download the files from the library. This short tutorial will show you how to set this up. The first step is to create a place in your Canvas course for that box widget to live. It's always a good idea to organize your course content into modules for your students. So we're going to click Modules. And then from here, if you have a course orientation module, you can add a page for your eReserves there. If the eReserves are pertinent to a specific module in your course, you can certainly add the page there. Or if you need to create a new module for your eReserves, you're going to click Add Module, and then you're going to give it a name, and then click Add Module. And Canvas is going to add it down at the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab these handlebars and move it up to the top so that students can easily find it. And then I'm going to click plus so that I can add a page to this module. And I'm going to click New Page, and then I'm going to give that a name. And then click Add Item. I'm going to click the name of the page, and then I'm going to click Edit. And next I'm going to locate the email from the Reserves office at the library, because this is where they've provided me with the embed code that I need to add the box widget to my Canvas page. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back to Canvas. And this is code, so I'm going to show you what happens if I paste the code here. If I click Save, this is what my students would see. They'd see the code, and that's not what we want. We want them to be able to use that box widget. So what we need to do is, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And what I'm going to do is look for the raw HTML editor in Canvas. And it looks just like these little HTML symbols. So when I click that, this is where I can paste that code so that Canvas can translate that code into something usable by students. So I'm going to go ahead now and click Save and Publish. And my page is now saved, published, and ready for students to use. I'm just going to go back to my modules and make sure that my module is also published. If students are ever having a hard time accessing something in your course, the first thing to check is always that you see these green check marks next to the item, because if they're not published, students won't be able to access them. Now let's take a look at how students access the files and verify that everything's working correctly by using Student View, which is accessible from the right side of your course homepage. So this is what you'll see when you get to the page, and you and your students will have to follow the prompts to log in to access the files. If you run into any issues or you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to 6Tech.